like my money pure. Oh no, I like my money pure. The bag is secure. Yeah, I like my money pure.
What's happening out there, good people? I appreciate y'all hanging out with me here today. What is this blurring out? Oh, my cup. There we go. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me here today. I got some special information that I'm going to be sharing with you guys today. The way that it helped me take my income, honestly, from 6 figures to 7 figures. And I'll show you exactly how I did it. And you can take the information and run with it as well. Now, I will say that the information I'm going to share with you today, it wasn't solely this alone. It definitely took action and me putting in the work and finding the right individuals to help out. But the information, the skills that I needed, like to learn how to do, this hack that I'm going to share with you guys today was exactly what I needed to take me to a level when I didn't have any money. I didn't have any money. I didn't have a network around me. I didn't have the resources that those would talk about, but I didn't make an excuse. Instead, I just put my head down and figured out the game. All right. So make sure that you guys hit that like button, that subscribe button, share this video out with 3 other entrepreneurs and business owners that you know need to level themselves up. Hopefully they will want to earn more revenue in the coming year, the rest of this year into 2025. So they need to be here because, again, one of the tricks to generating more revenue fast is to just learn how to do it. And that's exactly what I'm going to be sharing with you guys here today. Don't forget, you can always visit TravisKnows.com. I did put the link in the chat, TravisKnows.com. When you do visit TravisKnows.com, well, we're going to have a lot of amazing information there for you guys. You'll actually be able to stay up to date with everything that we got going on. But most importantly, what I want you to do is join our community right here for free. It doesn't cost you 1 penny, but we got some amazing individuals in there. And we're constantly putting information inside of here to help you along with your journey as business owners. So, I see we got a new SBA certification portal is live. I didn't know that. Shout outs to the SBA. Appreciate you sharing that with us, Simone. So, as you guys can see, a lot of information gets put in here for you guys to stay up to date with. So make sure, again, that you go to TravisKnows.com so you do not miss out on any of that information moving forward. If you guys have any questions about anything that I go over this evening, feel free to just put the question down there in the chat. I'll get to it as soon as I can during this conversation. And if I don't answer it then I'll answer it near the end. And last but not least, before we get this ball rolling, y'all know what it is. Make sure you put down there in the chat, whether you're watching live or you're watching on replay, I am a millionaire. You got to believe it 10 times more than anybody else. That is one of the keys to getting rich extremely fast is you got to be a believer that you can make it happen. So when we say I am a millionaire, it's really for you to believe and come back to a year from now, 6 months from now and see like, hey, I called it, right? So put that in there and make sure you're telling us where you're tuning in from, whether you're watching live or on replay. You could always take it as an opportunity to network. You never know. It just takes one person to change your life. And I mean, look, the internet, I don't think you guys really understand the power of the internet. Back when I got started in business, like the internet was just going where we had MySpace or something, you know what I'm saying? I really wasn't thinking business, and I know my parents wasn't using the internet for business. But in today's time, the power of networking and the opportunity that a person can change your life, we used to really have to show up, which, trust me, nothing will beat showing up in person so somebody can see your face. Yeah, that's how you build the most trust. But let me tell you, before maybe you had like a 2-hour max drive, which would be pushing it to go visit people. And then you got to figure out like which event to go to and who to trust and things of that nature. Well, with the internet, you're not even limited to the United States as far as how you could build your network up. Guys, I got employees overseas that I've never seen a day in my life in person. On Zoom I have. But the power of the internet can completely change your world if you just get out there and utilize it. So again, make sure that you guys are tapping in, hit that like button, that subscribe button, share. We're about to go over some things here this evening that will level you up. And when you can level yourself up, you have no choice. Trust me, you have no choice that if I get smarter, I must be compensated more. That's literally the key to it. Now, a lot of you guys have been getting smarter based off how the education system told us to get smarter. Again, you go through school, you go to college. After college, depending on your degree, there may be a certification involved with that, definitely in the IT field. So you go get smarter with the certification, but most stop right there. And if there is no cert, then we're done, right? And I'm telling you, you cannot get yourself caught right there being stagnant. This is when you start to depreciate your time. Your time has no more value because your capacity isn't increasing. Your knowledge is not continuing to increase. But the trick to this, guys, is that when you go to get educated moving forward, your education should be solving a problem. So no, I don't need you to go to school and learn the history of the United States, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? Most people already forgot all the history. Hell, they don't even know how the government operates no more. I know we took that in history class, but nobody understands it anymore. So I don't need you to spend your time in science, right? If you don't plan to be a chemist or something like that, why are we learning it? But instead, there's small things that you need to learn. You may need to learn how to budget properly. You may need to learn accounting 101 so you can understand when you go get an accountant what you should be looking for them to do instead of just paying for a title and then being disappointed when you find out that accountant is full of BS, right? You don't have to become a master accountant, but we can learn about it. You don't have to be a master at taxes, but we can learn about it. Now, if you want to take yourself to another level to make more money, you don't have to be a master at contracting, like construction contracts. You just got to know about construction contracts. Well, again, I'm going to share something with you that, guys, we can learn about stuff immediately, like in the next 24 hours. And how I preach to you guys, I guess I need to watch when I say learn, okay? You can get educated on some information, but you don't learn the information until you implement it. So the strategy that I took to take me to 7 figures is I kept getting educated in information, but I didn't just learn stuff, which a lot of you guys are doing right now. You're just on the internet and you're learning about stuff. Instead, I need you to home in and say, what is my top 3 problems right now? Like, what is getting me stuck? Because I need to solve that problem. I mean, tonight I need to solve that problem. So tomorrow I can start taking action and prove that what I have gotten myself educated on actually works. And until I master it, I'm not going to pay attention to anything else. And again, most of you guys would probably go look and, try to find somebody's program to pay for and things of that nature. But I'm telling you, before you go pay for somebody's program, we have to do our due diligence because we don't know if somebody's program is full of BS or not. Again, we're going to stop that tonight. Somebody drop a fire emoji down there in the chat if you're ready to stop this scamming that's going on with people in their world tonight, man. I want you guys to start to level yourselves up. And again, we're going to get educated first. Now, the person that does get scammed moving forward after you hear this information, it's simply because you're not being patient. You're allowing greed to force you to chase money. And you're not pausing for a second, and you're not taking your time and willing to learn information. Once we can get the information up here in this brain, then and only then should I start taking action. Because I can't take action on things that I don't know. This is how we get set up. This is how we get scammed. I'm watching these guys on the internet talk about stocks. And, this stuff just hurts my head, man, because There's so many platforms. I mean, Thinkorswim right now, they will teach you how to do stocks completely for free. Now, granted, there's nobody to talk to, but it's on the internet. You will understand when these people are talking about they're the smartest investors and things like this in stocks and start putting numbers in your face and, playing with your emotions. You'll understand logically, like, hold on. That investment program that Travis showed me told me, like, if you just invest in the Fortune 50, you'll win too. You don't have to be the smartest person to know that, hey, if I invest in the top 50 companies in the United States, I'm possibly guaranteed to win it. You won't lose. I'll promise you that. You will win. So now you'll start to eliminate all of these idiots who keep telling you to invest in Tesla or invest in Amazon, or like these are going to be the ones that pop when the president. You got to be crazy listening to these people. And again, we're going to stop that tonight. I don't care what profession they're in. So the first rule that you guys have, and what are my top 3 problems? Not Travis's top 3 problems. I don't want to know about anybody else in the world's top 3 problems. What are your top 3 problems that's stopping you from moving forward? Now, there's 3 lanes of problems. Travis only talks about one of them because the other 2, I would just be sitting here lying to you and trying to take your money like everybody else on the internet does. So I don't talk about the other 2, but the one I talk about is the one that I focus on, and I know quite a bit of information about it. But the 3 lanes is health, wealth, or relationships. These are the only 3 lanes in life that you honestly need to worry about. What is your relationship with the man upstairs and the people around you? Your family, your wife, your significant other, the kids, the aunties, the uncles, like your co-workers, maybe your employees, managers, networking. Like, how do I build my relationships better? The next one, health. Well, of course, there's no point in me teaching you how to make $1 million and you ain't going to be here to see it. So we all need to work on our health. I don't talk about it because I'm not that healthy. I do ignorant working out. I run 8 miles and then go eat 2,500 calories because I know if I run 8 miles, it'll just burn it off. Things like that. That's not the smartest way to go. So I don't teach that. The last one, wealth. Well, I'm pretty damn good at that. Yeah. I've been doing this for over 11 years and we ain't looked back since. Now, since I'm so deep in the wealth, I've taken so many different approaches because, again, at every point there was a hurdle and I had to learn how to get over it. I learned how to get over it by taking action on the information that I studied and proved that it worked. Once I could prove that it worked for me, well, anybody can implement the same strategies and it'll work for them. But let me get ready to show you guys this because I don't want to keep talking all day long about my story. Instead, I want to show you where you can go do it at, and then you can start to create your story. And then this time next year, I want to hear all about it because it doesn't take long. Trust me. I don't want to say that I woke up overnight and my life changed, but I woke up overnight and my life changed because I started processing more information up here. That's what started to change. When the information got received up here, I decided to take action the next day, and I'm telling you, my life changed. Now, did I make all the money just because I woke up and did that? No. But we all got to get started somewhere. It's the start. You have to get started on your life, and then everything will start to change if you stay consistent. A lot of people tap out. I told you got to be willing to walk through the valley of the shadow of death, not run. But if you walk through the valley, when you get out on the other side, you get all of your blessings. So let's dive into this. Here goes the site. Let me move this right here. I want everybody to type this site in the chat right now. Type this site in the chat. edx.org. Oops. That was the wrong one. Yep. Sorry, guys. edx.org. Here it is. edx.org. You guys probably can't see that. Let me zoom in here. All right. You see this? edx.org. This needs to become your best friend. Between SBA.gov, and edx.org, they changed my life. Now I'm going to start you here with edx.org because this is all of my information that, I like to tell people I'm Harvard, Yale, Ivy League certified. This is why I talk a lot. This is honestly why people are scared when I come in the rooms to have an intellectual conversation with me. Because you see me on the internet and you see me on YouTube and I just say wild stuff all the time. You go to my Instagram, official Travis Davis, and you follow my stories. I like to have fun. I'm just a regular person just like you. So the verbiage and language that I use on these platforms is not the way that I handle business. I know how to turn it on and off. I've been doing it for a while. But I'm telling you, in the beginning, I didn't know how to turn anything on. I just knew how to be that little hood child. The same language that I used, cursing and things of that nature, was 10 times worse back then. But again, that didn't stop me from winning contracts. First of all, I want to let you know that I started winning government contracts before I got educated. A fool can win government contracts. I was the fool. But a fool can't keep it going. A fool can't keep the money in his pocket. I was the fool. I'm trying to tell you. But then I just caught myself for a second and said, don't be a fool no more. Let's get educated. I didn't have the people around me who knew about this stuff. So I had to find somewhere, edx.org. So I'll show you guys. Now, I had a different account, but I'll show you guys some of the lessons that I took. Well, again, what were some of my problems? Travis did not know how to talk. I talked ignorant. I turned away deals because of my vocabulary. I used a lot. I stuttered. I was sweating when I talked. When people asked me questions, you knew I wasn't confident in my answer. But I realized that's a problem. My mentor told me, if you want to make the most money that you've ever made in your life, your mouthpiece has got to be 10 times better than what it is right now. And I ain't with all the pausing and all that. Do whatever you want to do. But if your mouthpiece can't work, then it doesn't work. Instead, if you don't learn how to use your mouthpiece to make money, the only other option is your hands. And these get tired. Your mouth, it may get tired, but give it some water and relax for a second, and then you can go back to work. Your hands have a capacity on how much they can generate. The hands got to go to sleep. The hands cramp up and all that type stuff. The hands get arthritis. But the God gift was the voice, and the voice has an unlimited capacity to it. There's no $20 per hour for my voice. $20,000 for 10 minutes of my voice. These are the possibilities. If you don't believe me, look at podcasters right now. They're making $100 million deals because of their voice. So I had to go to edx.org and I said, well, let me just learn about public speaking. I need to learn the information first. After I learned the information on how to correctly speak in public, because I can't make the excuse that I was black, I was in a black neighborhood, the school system wasn't right for me, stuff was going on in the house. Nobody cares. I couldn't use that crutch. That crutch is acceptable for minimum wage, EBT programs, under $100,000, that's acceptable over there. People looking for the government to bail them out, all of that crying, it's acceptable over there. But if you're trying to become a millionaire and do things that have never been done around you, nobody cares about your problems. So I couldn't use that crutch. Instead, I came over here and I said, hold on, edX has an entire course that will teach you about public speaking. Guess what I did? I started learning public speaking. Hey, I don't even think I can go back through the course no more. One beauty about this, once you take the course, they got like a little mini quiz on it. And if you want to upgrade and get a certification where they give you a certificate or something like that, you can go ahead and get that. But I didn't care for the certificate. It wasn't like I was going to hold a certificate up to somebody and say, I completed my public speaking program. I don't know why people buy certain stuff. Like, I'm a multimillionaire. You think I care if you put a certificate in front of my face that you completed a public speaking program? Instead, what I'm trying to see is your voice and your communication making you millions of dollars. You've proven that you make millions with your voice. I already know you know how to do public speaking. But here's the other thing that messes people up in public speaking. They go, I don't have a platform. Or what are you using your social media for? Now, if we could scroll all the way back to my social media again, you would see the change. Once I took the course in 2020, I stopped talking ignorant. Now, granted, I had some money, but still, I didn't have money to invest in here. I didn't know how to calculate and all my finances back then correctly. I just knew I had money. So again, my first problem was public speaking. What did I just say my next problem was? Finances. I just knew I had money, but I didn't know what was going on. And I was so scared to take the money to invest in education and invest in going to places and investing to meetups and things that I was scared because I didn't know I may lose the money. But I didn't realize me investing thousands of dollars makes me hundreds of thousands of dollars. So guess what? I came right here. Oh, you see too, public speaking, business communication. I told you I was working on my voice. Well, what did I do next? Oh man, they don't have my stuff up here. I guess they don't have it up here anymore. They got finances up here. This is where I learned about how accountants do ledgers, right? Like, how do they look at books? Because once I learned how accountants look at books, I mean, again, I wouldn't do it the way that I did it back then. I was using Excel. Excel can do anything that any of these financial tools can do, but you got to learn how to use Excel, right? Instead, you could just get QuickBooks or something of that nature, and it already got all the stuff, allocated for you to make things faster. So you could come here. Again, I come here, go to programs, explore new programs, and we'll go to finance. They have an MBA. The foundations of financing. Financing essentials. Look at the training, man. And you could just start to learn. Again, free. If you want a certificate, which I told you we don't need a certificate. If you want the certificate to make yourself feel better, by all means, go ahead. But remember, we're trying to solve our own problems first. When you learn how to solve your own problems, you can go sell the solution. Like I sell QuickBooks all the time. I tell people I use QuickBooks. I advise you to use QuickBooks because that's what I use. Once I learn how to do it, that's the tool that I'm comfortable with utilizing. So if you got questions, well, you should use the tool that I'm talking about, QuickBooks. I get commissions off selling QuickBooks because I solved my own financial problem before I started talking to other individuals about it. Again, talking, finances. Well, Travis, you're doing good with your tech. You know how to talk and you've been experimenting. At the same time, Clubhouse and all of this stuff took off too. And I stayed on Clubhouse every night when it was taking off. And I would practice my public speaking. I had rooms with like 200 people in it. I'm not kidding you. This is how I started growing so fast. This is how a lot of the government people stole my voice. I can see them on the internet, on YouTube talking, and they talk and sound like me because they stole the information that I spoke, the way that I spoke and learned and taught myself, which, hey, it's part of the game. But I learned it all here. And again, I don't need a certificate to prove that I've gotten the information. My proof is by me implementing. You don't hear me say, I may say it every now and then in a blue moon, but you don't hear, you don't hear stuttering. Every time I speak is with confidence. If I need to think to stop my stuff from stuttering, you'll see a pause. So I don't say crazy things that don't make sense. It was practice. No certificate needed. Again, today's time, you can practice tonight when we get off of here, if you truly want it. You know what I'm saying? I look at it like this. I was doing this study, and somebody said if you run a mile every day for 365 days, you lose like 30 pounds or something like that. And you could eat comfortably because they're calculating some days that you wouldn't eat as much as other days. And if you stay consistent 365 days with just a mile, you would lose this weight. But I sat back and I said, well, wait a minute. Who the hell is going to be consistent 365 days? That's a pretty hard task to do. But what if I start collapsing things? What if one day I ran 7 miles? So if I ran 7 miles in a day, that's the total miles for the week. Well, what if I ran 7 miles for 3 days out of the week? That's 21 miles a week. With the average person who's lazy and just sitting back and they want the easy route waiting 365 days to do, I'll accomplish what they wanted done this quarter. And I still got 3 more quarters to get even better. My moral of what I'm trying to tell you, if you bullshit around and you take the information that I shared with you today or on my YouTube or on edx.org, and you watch the video and then you take your ass to sleep for the rest of the week and you wake up again on Sunday and say, I could do a little bit of this. It's your fault that things aren't working at a faster pace because you ain't working faster. You're not becoming a better person. Instead, you're like all of the people who complain. All of the people complain. They want to have more, but they don't want to become more. I'm trying to teach you how to become more. When you become more, how do we become more? We learn about new information. Once I can become more and raise my capacity, that means I can do more. After I can prove that I can do more, I have no choice but to be compensated. But you can't flip it. You can't have more without doing anything, and you can't do anything if you don't know a damn thing. So I'm trying to tell you, level yourself up to become a better person. Get your finances in order. Budget. Document your time. Come up with a daily plan with tasks for yourself. And every day you do this. And you could take the minimum approach. I'm only going to do this 30 minutes a day. Travis said if I get educated 30 minutes a day, like that's the minimum. And I'll take myself to another level in a year. Or you could say, well, wait a minute. I got 3 hours that I just blow away every day. Those 3 hours, I'm going to schedule some trainings out for myself. I'm going to schedule the trainings for the problems that I currently face in my life, whether it's personal or business. Whether it's health, wealth, or relationships. What did I tell you? We can come here. Health. What is it? You need some mental health because, you know, that's the new hot topic right now is everybody's mental health. Travis, you can't yell at us like that. It's mental health awareness. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here ready to cry because of my mental health. Well, come over here and get learned about mental health and fix your problem. Because I keep trying to tell you, don't nobody care. Instead, you can have a trainer right here, figure out mental health. And guess what? Once you can fix your own mental health, you could probably go sell it. The same information that you learn here and then you implement it for yourself and proved that the concept works for you. And you had to do some things to prove it. Trust me, what you just had right here in this video, you're going to have to put together some other pieces to prove that it works for you. So when you put together the other pieces, you can go sell it and fix other people's mental health that they be talking about. What about, Travis, I don't know how to be, nutrition. Here you go. Again, tell me the next excuse. Oh, Travis, I don't know the law. Law? I mean, what you want to know law about? International law? Like what type of law are you crying about that you don't know that's stopping you from moving forward? I mean, I just don't get it. At some point, the crying got to stop. We are in 2024. The resources are available for you. Look, I don't know what happened in the past. I'm not here to talk about it. It's a bunch of people already talking about it. You can go to them look, I'm ready to move forward. It's tools that allows us to move forward fast. And these tools are available no matter who's a president. These tools are available no matter what experience you've had in your life previously. I had an individual say on Clubhouse the other morning, he said the SBA is racist and don't approve loans for black people. What are you talking about? That just sounds so ignorant. Now, is there racism in this world? Yes. But to say out loud that the SBA does not give loans to black people is just absurd. It's nasty, it's ignorant, and I don't know why those lies get spread. Instead of you listening to a story of somebody else that probably heard a story of somebody else that probably heard the story of their great grandmother who did get discriminated back then, but nobody ever took the action to see whether they got discriminated. My thing was I told him, well, listen, actually, I didn't say anything to him now that I think about it. I kept my mouth shut. In my mind, I'm saying, well, if the SBA was really doing what you say, you should document it all because you'll have the largest payday that you've ever had in your life because I don't believe that the SBA did that to you. I don't believe that the bank did that to you, and nobody around me believes that either. Instead, what we believe is you went to the bank ignorant. When all you had to do is come over here to edX.org and type in loans. You know what I'm saying? We could do underwriting. Let's see if underwriting loans will pop up. No? All right, what about bank loans? You know, you ain't even got to look at this stuff right here. You can go to the actual bank and they'll just tell you. But what I'm trying to show you, or maybe let's do business loans. Or I should have did business credit, probably. Risk management and credit principles. I am 1,000% certain if I watch this video, it will teach me my credit profile, what underwriters are looking for before they fund some ignorance. You think they just want to give money out there and you playing around, you ain't got all your papers together or whatnot to prove that they could get their money back? That's the reason you didn't get the loan. It had absolutely nothing to do with the color of your skin. It had everything to do with your lack of education. So don't say that to me. It really upsets me when people keep crying racism here in 2024. Racism ain't stopping nobody from moving forward with nothing they want to have happen in their life. Will you encounter a racist person along the journey? There's a good possibility, but that don't mean that everybody else is racist. That don't mean that you can't stop talking to that person and go over to the next one. It's really that simple. But to cry about it, I can't listen to no more. So what else can we do? I told you finances, communication. The next thing that I struggled with was, well, Travis, look, you saying that you're going to make all this money, right? If you're going to make all this money, your mentor told you, well, you're going to have to sell some stuff. But how do I sell some stuff if I don't know how to get the attention of people? What is the art of getting attention of people? There's a magical word called marketing. Well, look, digital marketing. Who's your customer? Now, you see, all this stuff was outdated. They don't even have the videos up no more, but I'm pretty sure they got some new videos. I said, well, wait a minute. We in a digital era. Back in 2020, people was playing around with digital. No, I started studying digital early, not from a fool on the internet who had an Instagram program that showed me how I can get my Instagram likes up. No, I went to an actual digital strategy course with individuals that was teaching you how to grow on all social media platforms. What was the meaning behind social media and how you could utilize it to take yourself to another level, not just to get more likes. And it didn't stop. I couldn't just watch one video. I had to learn how to use emails. All of this stuff was key. I didn't know it. This stuff isn't in the school system. Well, the public school system. Marketing management. Y'all see all the platforms in the background? Once I learned how to communicate my finances and how to get in front of more people, I instantly took the millions that I made in government contracting and we started 10Xing this stuff. This is why I'm here today, and I can play around on the internet. I can curse and talk ignorant. I can do whatever I want on my platform because nothing can control it. I've already gotten too educated to the point where I don't make $50 an hour no more. I make $50,000 a project minimum. These are the things that you can do because I raised the value of myself simply because I got educated. Nothing more. And remember, in order to get educated, you got to do the work. So your goal should be saying tonight, what are my top 3 issues that I face? And I want to go to edx.org and find the courses that can teach me this information. It won't just be one video. Trust me. Especially if you're going into finances. Hell, I still am learning things about financing every day. I never stop learning, guys. I just want to tell y'all that. Like, majority of my day is looking at information, educating myself about the future with no emotions behind it. This is what's about to happen next. So I could be in the mix. You need to figure out what those 3 problems are. And you need to come find those videos on edx.org. When you get here and you find those videos, this is what I want you to do. Oh, you can go here and learn about AI too, so you ain't got to cry about that either. This is what I want you to do. Click on the video. You're going to enroll. It's going to be completely for free. I was trying to see if it tells me. It's self-paced. They're telling you to do 3 to 6 hours per week of this course to learn it, and it's going to take you 6 months. If you do the bare minimum of 3 hours per week, it's going to take you 6 months. If you do 6 hours per week, which will be a little less than 45 minutes a day, which is the bare minimum. But if you want to take it up to 6 hours, 6 hours per week is the 45 minutes. That still ain't enough for me. That's still lightweight. I believe that you should be able, I know you got 2 hours in your day to study. This 6 months should only take you 30 days at max. They said 6 months because they know majority of the people who come here are going to be lazy. You know, they're going to play around with it. Scratch their behind while they watching these videos and just cry. But for those of you that are serious, you're going to come here and say, okay, well, let me register for the programs. Look at the time of the videos. Okay? Remember, we got 3 issues that we need to learn about. I'm telling you right now, you can't focus on one issue all day. So if you're going to give yourself 2 hours, maybe today I learned 2 lessons. We're going to take ourselves back to school for a second. I need 45 minutes each lesson because 90 minutes, my capacity won't allow me to go over 90 minutes. You couldn't sit in a classroom past 90 minutes, right? So don't do it to yourself now as an adult. You're going to screw yourself over. But what I can do is switch classrooms. So after I learn about the first problem, the next 90 minutes, I go learn about the second problem. And before you know it, in the next 2 months, you've solved your top 3 problems. Because as you watch these videos, you're going to go try it out. The information that you learn from the video, you're going to test to see if the knowledge that I received works for me. If it does not work for you and you kept trying, right? We didn't try it one time and say that it didn't work. We kept trying over and over and over again, at least for 30 days of consistency. If that don't work, go watch another video. Don't abandon the problem. Just come back here to edx.org and watch another video. What will start to happen if you are actually doing what the lessons are telling you to do? The algorithm on the internet is going to find you. And when you open up YouTube, all of the other influencers that solved that problem already, they've made more videos for you to get educated on. Now they're giving you real life things that happen opposed to a teacher on a course who probably never did it in real life, honestly. They just know how to teach it. But I got to get started somewhere, right? This is where I'm teaching you how to get started. So that's the lesson for today, guys. Somebody type edX in the comments if you picked up anything that I put down tonight. Don't forget, make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button, share this video out with 3 other entrepreneurs. I said that was it, but I got something else to show you. I told you I got 2 websites that got me educated. This was all the business stuff as far as the skills, how to make myself smarter with skills. But I had to learn how to operate a business. Well, again, I didn't have resources, but the SBA do. SBA.gov has every resource right here. Again, you ain't got to cry. You ain't got to complain. Instead, you got to ask yourself, well, again, what are my top 3 problems? Am I trying to get into contracting? Well, they got a tab right here, contracting. It'll teach you, I don't want to say everything, but it'll teach you the point of getting you started. The reason I say it can't teach you everything is because this don't know about real life. It can get you to the point that you can jump out in the waters and try things out, and hurdles will arise that the answers probably ain't going to be on this website, because it's more so of a getting started so you could just go, which is where I need majority of you guys to be. Y'all be asking me so many pointless questions. All it tells me is I'm scared. I don't know how to fix that. I keep making videos. I keep going live every week, and it's the same basic questions over and over again. It lets me know you just keep waiting. You want somebody to give it to you. How many videos I got on YouTube that teach every aspect that you need to move forward? And then you come here and ask me, Travis, how should I get started in government contracting? I'm stuck. Well, what have you done? Because it's something that's stopping you. If it's fear, go watch a video of how to work up your confidence, because I honestly don't know how to teach somebody to get confidence. It's something with yourself. And I don't know the answer to that. But for all of this other stuff, well, look, federal contracting is here. Funding. Oh, my God. You mean to tell me that SBA.gov has an entire site with so many segments? Which loan do you want? Were you in a disaster and looking for a loan? Do you want grants? Are you just looking for a regular business loan? Well, guess what? They got it right here, so you don't have to listen to fools on the internet who lie about racism as the reason why they can't move forward. That's a complete lie. Instead, what you will read right here on Am I Eligible? It'll literally break down the requirements that they're looking for. And you will notice it says type of ineligible businesses. So does that mean that some businesses are ineligible of getting loans from the SBA? Could that have been the reason that he did not get a loan? Because they actually have it right here that says not all businesses are eligible for this loan. See, this is what I mean by getting educated instead of just crying and complaining and saying racism. That don't work no more. And trust me, there's idiots on the internet that'll feed into that. But I'm trying to tell you, in the real business world, you bet not cry like that. I'll put you on blast myself. I don't feel like hearing that no more. So that's on SBA funding. Well, Travis, they have a whole learning platform. You want to get involved in different trades? It's here. And then guess what? The SBA is so good and they baby you so much that they said, look, we understand everybody just can't watch videos and read the website. I know all the information is there, but everybody can't read correctly. So we'll provide you with in-person assistance. I mean, it's right here. So if you read something and didn't understand it, and that is what's stopping you from moving forward, well, there's local assistance right here for free that you can ask them what you read and they can help you solve it. But the problem is you didn't read. Instead, you show up to these programs and go, I want to know how to get started in government contract. I heard this guy on the internet say that we could do government contracting and businesses available for everybody. Well, guess what they're going to give you? The shit that's sitting right here on the website for you to read and tell you to follow these directions. Because I just told you, you went in there talking about how to get started. They said, well, we already got it written on the website. You didn't come to me asking for information of people who are actually trying to do. Instead, you came from a window shopper, so I gave you the information that you seeked. They didn't lie to you. You just wasn't trying to do no work. And this is with everything in life. Health, wealth, relationships. If you ain't trying to do the work, you'll not get the results. Nobody can save that. So, if you really want to change your life and money is the issue, I just showed you 2 websites that didn't ask for $1. I haven't seen anywhere that the SBA or edX.org asked for money that was mandatory. Instead, I believe they gave you everything for free. It's on you now. What you gonna do with it? Now, if you don't have a network to talk to people about this information that you learn, again, come over here, visit travisknows.com, come click on join our community, and as you start to learn about information, you got a whole community of people that you could talk it through. Instead of talking it through with your family and friends that ain't never did nothing different. They don't know what you're reading. They don't understand those words. Well, my community does. I would like to think that majority of the people in my community are reading because they know I don't play around. They know I don't babysit them. So these individuals, they get it. You come over here and you start talking about the things that you're going through. Right here inside this community. travisknows.com. And once you start leveling yourself up, I'm trying to tell you, I got all the tools and resources that you need. I'm going to save you a whole lot of money if you just rock out with me. Again, I'm not going to baby you, but I am going to help you. I am going to give you the tools. I do have the programs that after you learn some more information, you want specific, like real life training. We got it in the Middleman's Club where I can actually talk to you and hear what you got going on. You need software. We got SB Money Flow that can help you with all of your marketing, staying organized, tasks, finding contracts, everything that you need, website building, social media management, everything that you could possibly think of to operate your business. We got it in the tool SB Money Flow. You need to actually get funding. Well, we got the whole team right here, Ladder Financial Group. Part of my network. I shared them with you guys. They will help you get to the money that you need. And guess what? They work with the SBA. And they're not racist. You need credit cards. It's here. And most importantly, if you want to learn how I learn, it's the reading list. Every book that I picked up, it's all right here. You can take yourself to a whole nother level right here through the reading list. But travisknows.com, once again, travisknows.com, that's KNOWS at the end.com. All of this information will be right here for you guys to access. Also, don't forget our YouTube channel, okay? Our YouTube channel, which you can go to travisknows.com, find my Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, all that good stuff. But if you come to my YouTube channel, okay, what you want to do is go click on the live section and you'll find all of the videos that we actually put here. I'm going to start putting some more videos in the actual video section opposed to live soon. But all of our live videos are here. We are live Tuesday through Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time zone. Our Dollars to Cents podcast is on Tuesdays today, where we talk about business and the mindset. So you can actually come here to podcast and look at the over 33 episodes that we have right here, as this one will be going up there today. And you can also look at our other videos on the live section. Wednesdays, we talk government contracting. And on Thursdays, we talk about softwares and tools that could take you to another level. So make sure that you guys go ahead and check out my social media on YouTube so you can stay updated while you're there. That's all that I have for you guys today. If there are any questions, which I need to look in the chat and see if there was any questions for anything that I went over, I would appreciate you guys for being here. Drop a fire emoji down in the chat if you guys picked up something today. That's the only way that I know that y'all picked up any information that I shared with you all today. Once again, I appreciate you guys for continuing to help grow the channel. It's growing fast and tremendously at my pace. You know, I don't compare myself to other people, but it's growing at my pace, and it's growing like that because of you guys. You're bringing the right individuals here. So once again, I appreciate you all for continuing to share out this information. Maybe Donald Trump should take the course. Look, I need to take some Donald Trump courses, man. That boy over there hustling the tax system. He just buying real. Let me tell you, look, Donald Trump owns so much real estate. I don't want to say own. Let me take that back. Donald Trump's name was on so much real estate that he was profiting from, and he never owned the real estate. Like a lot of these Trump plazas and things of that nature or whatnot that you see his name on, he don't own them buildings. Instead, he leased out his name. I don't know how to get my name. Look, I don't, now we talking about some racist stuff. I don't know if a black, maybe LeBron maybe could put his name up there and get paid like that. But I don't know too many black people that can just put their name on the building and somebody gonna pay him for it. But I'm trying to tell you, see, what I'm telling y'all right there is to pay attention to the lessons that these people do. Like, what are the stuff that they do? And then you go to edx.org. This is how I started getting myself educated. Did you know Donald Trump too has his family buried on the land? So when you bury family on the land, you ain't got to pay some taxes on that thing. I'm trying to tell you, there's so many tricks to the game that instead of me complaining like majority society does and talk about people and, you know, be so combative about things that they don't care about. Donald Trump ain't never gonna visit my house a day in his life. If he did, it was for some political situations or something like that. He shouldn't have been here. But what I'm trying to tell you, instead of taking all of that time and emotions and paying attention to that, I started studying and say, how can I do it too? Because if one can do it, that means we all can do it. We're in 2024. I keep trying to say that. Things is different. I had to take a public speaking for a bachelor's in business, and my master's degree, we took accounting. Hey, that's what's up. So imagine what you probably had like 20 people in your class or something like that. And you probably was in a university of maybe 4,000 and only 20 people got that information. So I want y'all to pay attention to this. There's 4,000, that's just your school. There was 4,000 people registered and only 20 people took the class. That's how many people don't know the information. So by you learning it, you immediately get to raise your value. You don't get to raise your value to the other 20 people that was in the classroom, but don't talk to them. That's what I'm trying to tell. Don't talk to the other 20 people that was in the classroom. Instead, find the other 3,080 people, and trust me, one of them have figured, probably more than one, but some of them have figured out how to do a whole lot and generate a whole lot of revenue, and they got those problems that you went to school for. They don't know how to speak. And they don't know accounting. You can come in and save the day for them. And they not trying to pay you $50. They trying to pay you $50,000. That's how simple business is. That's why you always constantly keep getting educated, and don't worry about the people next to you getting educated too, because you ain't going to go market to them. That's why I learned marketing. I'm telling you, marketing is the key thing that business owners forget to learn about. And then they wonder why things don't work. Your library grows by going to the library. I like that one right there. Your library grows by going to the library. All right, I don't see any questions down here. Cool. All right, guys, that's all I got for y'all tonight. I'm about to get back to this basketball. Hopefully some of these parlays hit, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully y'all ain't going too crazy on the parlays. Like, do some other smart investments before you put all your money over here into the parlays. But if you got some extra coins on hand, you know what I'm saying, go ahead, parlay it up. You never know what could happen. We'll be back here tomorrow talking government contracting for you guys. So once again, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, share this video out with 3 other entrepreneurs and business owners. Set your schedule alarm 8:30 p.m. If you subscribe to the YouTube channel, you should get an email when we go live. But if not, just in case, put it in your calendar, 8:30 p.m. Monday through Friday, Tuesday through Thursday. You can catch us here on our YouTube channel. On Mondays, you'll see my guy Courtney right here. He's on the YouTube channel Mondays at 7 p.m. Eastern. So make sure that you guys check him out as well. And I was trying to see if any of the admins were in here. When you join the community, you'll see Courtney's one, but you'll see Simone and you will see Deshanti as well. So if you see them around there, they are working with the crew. They know information just as much as I do. They can help you guys out. So feel free to ask them questions that you may have. Outside of that, that's all I got for y'all tonight. I love you all. I will catch you all back here tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. Don't forget, hey, when the music goes off, y'all know what happened. This goes off. Make sure you go to the Apple Play Store, wherever you go to get your music at. Go download that Pure Money song. I believe it's on Instagram too. You know what I'm saying? So jump over there. Official Travis Davis on Instagram. Tag me in that Pure Money song. Shout outs to Trey for the Pure Money song. But yeah, go download it. Check us out. This is why I enjoy the community. We got amazing people like Trey that created this Pure Money song right here for us. I love you all. I'll talk with y'all later.
I like my money pure. Okay, I like my money pure. I said I like my money pure. Oh no, I like my money pure. The bag is secure. Yeah, I like my money pure. I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Come and hang with the gang. Get some free game added to your mainframe. Gotta keep your mind sharp. We gotta maintain, and it's even better when the squad on the same thing. Steady swishing on the competition. Swish. We ain't tripping about the opposition. We on a mission and we got a vision. People in need, we believe we got a lot. I give a couple in the bag, homie, I ain't gotta brag. Even when the hater try to doubt me, I just got another contract. Watch the dollars follow back. Let me tell you one thing about me. I said I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Okay, I like my money pure. I said I like my money pure. Oh no, I like my money pure. The bag is secure. Yeah, I like my money pure. I like my money pure. I like my money. Been slept on, money never stepped on. We increasing positivity until the stress gone. Satan tried to hold the squad back, but we kept on. We ain't making this up, no Revlon. I ain't trying to make you blush, but this a highlight. We send the high vibes, homie, this a high life. We rising far above the game, that's a flyby. But we still connected to the source, that's that Wi-Fi. Reception, now we answer the call. This squad taking questions and we answer them all. We don't wanna see you fall, we wanna see you ball. We all gon' eat with the peeps, we gon' feed them all. Couple in the bag, homie,